On Saturday, October 14, thousands of Palestinians evacuated the northern Gaza Strip, anticipating an impending Israeli ground assault. Meanwhile, Israel continued its airstrikes on the region and declared its intention to maintain two accessible routes for people to exit. In response to a week-long rampage by fighters who infiltrate Israeli towns, targeting civilians and taking hostages, Israel has pledged to eliminate the Hamas militant group that governs Gaza. This tragic incident resulted in the loss of approximately 1,300 lives, marking it as the deadliest attack on civilians in Israel's history. Israeli forces have since put the Hamas-run Gaza Strip, home to 2.3 million Palestinians, under a total siege and bombarded it with unprecedented airstrikes. Gaza authorities say more than 2,200 people have been killed, a quarter of them children, and nearly 10,000 wounded. Israel had instructed the entire population of the northern half of the Gaza Strip, including the largest settlement, Gaza City, to relocate to the southern regions by Saturday morning. Overnight, Israel announced that it would ensure the safety of Palestinians leaving the area on two main roads until 4 p.m. Israeli military spokesperson Lieutenant Colonel Jonathan Conricus said, and I quote, "Around the Gaza Strip, Israeli reserve soldiers in formation are getting ready for the next stage of operations. They are all around the Gaza Strip in the south, in the center, and in the north, and they are preparing themselves for whatever target they get, whatever risk they are getting." Unquote. Hamas has told people not to leave and says the two roads Israel has declared open are unsafe. Reportedly, dozens of people have been killed on them in strikes on cars and trucks carrying refugees on Friday. Israel says Hamas is preventing people from leaving to use them as human shields, which Hamas denies. In Gaza City's Tel Al-Hawa neighborhood, which is among the areas instructed by Israel to be evacuated, residents reported that warplanes struck a residential area overnight, damaging multiple houses. These accounts were shared on social media platforms through appeals from residents. Hundreds of refugees of the area took place at the nearby Quds hospital and planned to join these fleeing to the south in the morning. "We endured a night of sheer terror. Israel's response was relentless because we chose not to abandon our home. Is there a great form of brutality than this?" shared a father of 3 from his hospital bed. In Khan Younis, located in the southern Gaza Strip, Israeli aircraft targeted a 4-story building, resulting in casualties with several people killed and injured. Nearby residents promptly rushed to the scene to rescue individuals trapped under the rubble. As the conflict in the Gaza Strip continues to escalate, the situation remains dire for the people caught in the crossfire. The toll on both sides is devastating, with civilians enduring immense suffering. International efforts to bring about a ceasefire and a path towards lasting peace persist, but the challenges are significant. As the world watches and hopes for a swift resolution to the crisis, the resilience and strength of the affected communities stand as a testament to the human spirit's ability to endure in the face of adversity.
Subscribe to One India channel and never miss an update.